All right, let's talk about something huge. We're going to dive into one of the biggest changes happening in our world right now, AI, what it means for our jobs, and where all the new money is going.
Let me just ask you this straight up. Is your job being automated? I mean, could you wake up one day and find out that your entire career, everything you've built, can now be done by a machine, faster and for way less money? It's a question that's getting very real for a lot of people.
And look, let's be super clear. This is not some far-off science fiction movie plot anymore. It's happening right now. Companies everywhere are completely rethinking how they do business, and AI is right at the heart of that change.
But here's the big twist in this whole story. This huge technological shift, it's not actually destroying wealth. Now, it might feel that way if your job is on the line, but the economic value isn't just, poof, vanishing into thin air.
No, it's just moving. It's being redistributed. History tells us that whenever a new technology comes along and shakes things up, some people get left behind, while a pretty small group gets incredibly, unbelievably rich. The wealth just shifts from one column to another.
So, to really get a handle on this, let's start with the immediate impact, what we can call the AI job shock.
You have to understand, what's happening in the job market right now isn't just some random typical economic slump. Not at all. Companies are making a very calculated, very strategic choice to switch from people to machines that can do the work on a scale and at a speed humans just can't compete with.
And these aren't hypotheticals. I mean, look at these recent examples from 2026. The fintech company Block, it cut over 4,000 jobs, and they said why? Efficiency gains from AI. Meanwhile, a massive company like Oracle is reportedly planning huge layoffs while it's pouring cash into its own AI systems. This is it. This is the shift happening in real time.
So that just begs the question, right? Why are these companies making this massive shift? Well, the answer is all about the money being thrown at this thing. We're talking about $1 trillion bet.
And you really can't overstate this. The amount of money, the sheer volume of capital flooding into artificial intelligence right now is, well, it's staggering. We are smack in the middle of one of the biggest, fastest tech investment cycles we have ever seen.
Okay, get a load of this number. In 2026 alone, just the big players, we're talking Alphabet, Amazon, Microsoft, and Meta, are expected to spend a combined $650 billion on AI infrastructure. That's more than the entire GDP of a lot of countries, spent by just 4 companies in 1 year.
And that's just them. If we zoom out and look at the whole world, the picture gets even crazier. Some analysts think total global spending on AI could blow past $2.5 trillion by 2026. This isn't just a trend, you guys. It is an economic tidal wave.
So why the mad dash? Why spend all of this money? Because the prize is, well, the prize is everything, the future of everything. AI is poised to completely rewrite the rules for every single industry you see here. Finance, healthcare, how we get around, how we make things, even how we entertain ourselves. Whoever builds and controls this new infrastructure basically controls the economy for generations.
And all of this creates a classic economic pattern, one we've seen again and again throughout history. It really sets up this divide between two groups, the workers and the owners. See, the AI revolution, it isn't happening in some kind of vacuum. It's following the exact same playbook as the Industrial Revolution back in the 1800s, and then again with the internet boom in the 90s. The tech is different, obviously, but the economic story, it's remarkably the same. And here's the key takeaway from all of these revolutions. They always create 2 main groups. First, you've got the workers. These are the people who use the new tools to do their jobs. But then you've got the owners. They're the ones who build, invest in, and control the technology itself. And they're the ones who capture almost all of the profits. This slide just lays it out perfectly, right? In the Industrial Revolution, factory workers got a wage, but the factory owners built fortunes. Fast forward to the internet boom, tech employees got good salaries, sure, but it was the founders and the early investors who built billion-dollar empires. The scale of the wealth created is just on a completely different level. And this is why you're hearing so many economists raising a red flag right now. They're looking at this historical pattern, and they're warning us that if we don't do something differently, AI is on track to make that wealth gap wider than ever before on a truly global scale. So this brings it all back home, right? This isn't just about big companies and global economics. This comes down to a really personal choice that we all face. It's the ownership question. Because if there is one lesson we have learned from every single one of these technological shifts, it's this. The biggest rewards, the life-changing money, it doesn't go to the people who just work in the new system, it goes to the people who own a piece of it.
So when we say owners, who are we actually talking about in this new AI world? Well, it can be a lot of different people. It's the investors who are funding the new startups, it's the entrepreneurs who are building the companies, it's the shareholders who own stock in the big tech giants, and it's even the companies building the physical stuff, the data centers, the computer chips that make it all possible. Ownership can look a lot of different ways.
Which takes us full circle, right back to that key idea we started with. You have to remember this. Wealth is not being destroyed by AI. It's being rerouted. It's being concentrated and shifted into the hands of those who are on the ownership side of this historic equation.
And that leaves us with one final, really important question to think about. As this new economy solidifies around us, what role are you going to play? Are you just going to be someone who works in the AI economy? Or are you going to find a way to own a piece of it?
We at Sticky Finance try to bring current global trends and transform them into wealth ideas. For more such insightful content, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Thanks for watching.